I'm scared. Okay. I'm scared. Don't be scared. It's fine. I'm scared. Okay. If I had a time machine. No, that's not. No. If I could time travel. If I could stop time, then you know what I would do? There's too many factors against me right now. I can't focus. Okay. My phone could stop me any second. That's why I'm worried. And I also am scared because I want to upload this to YouTube, but I get in my head. If my brain knows that I'm going to upload this to YouTube, I get nervous and I can't talk. But if it's just the regular yap, then I can. And I do talk a lot. And you know what? All those factors are gumming up my brain. And what I need to do is just... But I'm sad because I know that my phone's just going to cut me off. Then I won't be able to... CapCut. And then it would take forever to upload. But it's fine, because I can do that later. Okay, so for runs of storage, I'm going to CapCut. But what we're talking about now. Okay, I'm locking in. We're taking videos. This is just first draft. Okay, so hi, it's me, Koshka. That's my name, and you know me. I was in school. If I could time travel, if I had the ability to stop time, then you know what I would do right now? First, I would probably take the time to let my hair dry properly. But what I would do is I would go out in my room. I'm in my closet right now. In my desk. And I would set the phone up. I'm not going to be looking at the camera. That makes me too nervous. I'm looking at myself. And not you. Both beautiful people. You look very good right now. So, without me getting too sidetracked, I would go out and film this on my desk properly so there could be an appropriate space between you and I. But no. You gotta be really close. You're gonna be really close to me. We're gonna be talking like this, alright? Okay, good. Now that that's settled. My hair is gonna look like that. You know what? That's fine, because it looks good. So, I was at school early. When I didn't have a class during an off-campus, I was in my favorite teacher's classroom. And me and him were talking, because we're buddies, right? We're buddies. Okay, so I was in my favorite teacher's room. And we were talking. And one of his, he's a really kind and friendly guy. So a lot of other teachers really like him too. So, passing period, he has a period where he doesn't have a class, he's just prepping. So I was there talking to him, yapping to him, trying to distract him from doing his work naturally, as one's favorite student does to a favorite teacher. Just try to mess with them so they can't do their job. That's a hobby of mine. I'm sure many others out there relate to that. And one of his friends, another teacher in the school came in just to, I don't know, talk, grab something, I don't know, from the office, because his classroom, my favorite teacher's classroom, is connected to the English teacher's lounge, and they all have their lunch in there, because they're English teachers, and they'll just talk, because they're English teachers. And this dude came in, and already he already had aura, and he's already had aura. Because I've interacted with him before, and I was like, this guy's cool. I believe that this is a cool guy. So he came in, and he just started the conversation, what's up? And my favorite teacher naturally is just like, oh, what's up, man? Because he's just, that kind of guy. He's just freaking awesome and cool. I'm just glazing. And he says, you know what this teacher says? He says, this is just what got me. He says, today, I'm feeling a little bit more human than I was yesterday. Yesterday, I was feeling a little bit inhuman. And he just threw that out. And I imagine if you're sitting in a classroom, you don't expect to hear something like that. Something so spiritual and personal. Bro, he just whipped that out and just threw it out there with, I don't know, me and probably a couple other students in the room. He just said it, and he just, I was sitting there, and I was like, huh. Based? based. And I just thought, first of all, relatable. Wow. And then I thought about it. I was like, okay, actually, he threw himself out there with that. And he just said, today, I'm feeling human. Yesterday, I wasn't feeling human. And I don't know what that meant for him. I don't know what he was going through. And I don't know what caused that and exactly how he felt. But, I'm sure, this probably strikes a chord with you, as it did with me. Because sometimes, I know this, sometimes you don't, it's just not right. Maybe you don't feel right, maybe your body doesn't feel right, maybe the things around you don't feel right. Something just doesn't feel right, and you feel inhuman. And I think that's a very human thing that a lot of people feel. Because in this society, yes, I am going to be talking about that a lot. In this society, we made a 9 to 5. And not with necessarily malicious intent. We are kind of destroying the spirituality, in our country at least. We're kind of destroying the spirituality of being a human and being alive and being an animal in this planet. A lot of us refuse to believe or don't understand that we're monkeys, that we're animals. A lot of people, especially, I've heard lots of religious people say this, that we're different from animals, we're humans, and we're made by God. And I respect you, I respect your opinion. You have an opinion, I respect that. I like people who have opinions. You know who else has opinions? Me. That's why I like them, because they're like me, because opinions are cool. But in my opinion, I think that a lot of us are disconnected from the fact that we're animals. And we feel kind of just like robots, or just, like a soup can, just kind of like whatever society has molded us into being, a businessman, a wife, things like that. Those are pretty stereotypical examples, but there are other things that society has pushed us into, labels of not being, we're not human, we're all not the same. What are you talking about? We're all very different, and everyone's different, and there's people that are weird, and stuff like that. So I was very happy to learn that someone else who wasn't just a confused teenager like me and all my friends are, thought that they felt that they felt human as compared to not feeling human. And it was that just little line, man. It just hit me, and it was okay, well, that's going to change my life. That's going to change my little creative. That's going to change my thought process on a lot of things. That's what I love about being young, because I like to call myself a philosopher. I like thinking, and I like writing about my thoughts, too. And you know who else likes writing about the thoughts? Everybody. Lots of people. So that's where books come from. So I be reading books, alright? I be reading them books, because I love books. I think the only thing I love more than books is the stuff that you learn about when you're reading books. I capture this person's style, and the way that they write actually forever changes. Every book that I read permanently forever changes the way that I write, because I'll be inspired by something that they did. Not everything, but they'll just do these little sentences that are threaded together. They're like, wow, I really like that. And that will stay in my head, and all these little collections will collage in my brain with Mod Podge on my skull, on my brain. And then I'll use that in my writing. Okay? Are we following? So I really like that I'm still in the stage of discovery, where I can pick stuff up and put it down in my own writing. And it's cool, because I learned something new. So I'm glad that happens with pretty much everything I read. Everything I read affects me, and it gives me some. But everything I hear affects me. Every smart thing I hear, probably not everything I hear, but everything psychological that I hear, what that teacher said. Yesterday I was feeling a little bit unhuman. I just love that. It's yeah, he's right. And it's I wonder, I don't know, but I wonder what caused that, and what he was going through. And what just kind of, because if you're a teacher, you're kind of expected to just be a teacher and not be a person. I feel we see our teachers as just, a lot of us, not everybody, sees our teachers as teachers, and not people. But that's kind of a mindset that stays strictly in like elementary school, because when you're in high school, chill guys everywhere. You're chill with all of them. College, even chiller. So in high school, if you have a teacher that's willing to be human with you, you have a friend also, but it's like an actual person that you're talking to. And I just know when I was in elementary and middle school, elementary, my teachers were teachers, and they taught little kids, so they know what they were doing, and they could stay on track because they're teaching little kids, and you can't really mess up and miss a day and not bring a lesson plan if you're teaching little kids. So, and they were good at that. They're very good at their job. So you never expected them to mess up or anything, and it's like, good job that they never usually did. But like now, teachers don't know. Sometimes they don't know. Sometimes they're like, you ask them something, they're like, I don't know. Sometimes they mess up. They might miss a day. You know what else they do? Take a sick day. Take a mental health day. It is technically a mental health day, but just take a sick day and just fucking go out and do something. Cause like, do we not do that as high schoolers? I mean, I don't know what sort of people I'm going to be talking to when I post this, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, you do that. I mean, plenty of students just kind of are like, dude, I can't do this shit today. And then they like go out and get Dutch with their friends because like, yeah, you need to get out sometimes. You need to leave your house, leave your den, theoretically, breathe some fresh air, look at a tree, touch grass, and just like feel the sunlight or feel the rain or drink water from a puddle and get a tapeworm. We all need to do that every once in a while. It's on my bucket list. Maybe when I'm closer to death, so I don't have to suffer for that long. But anyway, so teachers are just as human as we are, and they need breaks too. My favorite teacher, my dude, he was absent yesterday. I didn't have his class, but I came in the morning because I don't have a class, and I usually hang out with him before my school starts. And he wasn't there. And it was a sub, and I actually came in, and I mean, she's cool too. I had her in another class. I kind of felt bad because me and my boyfriend and another friend of ours, we were just watching Broly. We were just watching one of the Broly movies on our laptop, kind of just loud in the classroom. Anyway, so she knew who I was, and I was like, oh, no credit today. And she's like, nope, just me. I'm like, yep, just you. And then I left. It's like, yeah, respect, but I gotta go. Anyway, so the reason that he wasn't there is because he took a sick day. He told me, he was like, dude, I just want to surf. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And then this teacher came in again. The one that I was talking about, he came in again today when the teacher was here, when my favorite teacher was present. And he said, sometimes we just need guilt-free leisure. Guilt-free leisure. Do you hear me? Leisure. Relaxing. But guilt-free. Boop. In America, we make productivity the first thing to worry about. Example of this. Recently, I felt really good about my life. I was sitting in my bedroom. I was just like, yeah, I'm happy. My dad came in. Love that guy. He said, yo, what's up? I don't know. He was talking to me about something. I'm like, Dad, I'm happy. I'm just happy. And it feels good. And he's like, are you into college yet? Yep, yeah, I am actually. Thanks for asking. And it's not even his fault, because I'm sure a lot of us, our first instinct when we feel happy, we have to be like, oh, but I don't deserve it. I have things in the future. And you think about something in the future, and then it dumbs it down a little bit, because you think, oh, I haven't done that yet. And then you're going, oh, I don't deserve to be happy because I don't have everything figured out. It's never going to be done. Your work will never be finished. You're never going to have a moment in your life where like, I could finally relax and be happy without guilt. If you think like that. Guilt-free leisure. We don't have that here. Sometimes. But we need to normalize it, because otherwise we'll all die. And we have been dying since, I don't know, Industrial Revolution. When have we started being productive freaks? I'm sorry. We, like, productivity is like the first thing, and like you need to like be productive, and it's not even 10:30 yet. And you like you ideally, you know what I mean, right? Like we think about like what we should be doing, and if we're being good enough, and if we know what we're doing and where we're going, more than actually just chilling out, man. Just like let yourself glow a little bit. It's Wednesday, sparkle on. Don't forget to be yourself. We don't think like that. Like we don't allow ourselves to like chill and like feel fulfilled by like taking time to do things and like relaxing. And it's like I tried to do that. It was hard because it was hard to relax and do things slowly because one, I'm an impatient person, which is not the country's fault. It's just my fault. But also, we just make things fast. And, you know, I'm going to say it. Instagram Reels, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say the words short attention span. I'm going to say dopamine addiction. I mean, they're real. And I despise them. I deleted Instagram, but doesn't mean I'm not like, I watch YouTube videos. You know what I mean? Like, we can't really be free of it because just like how, like, unhealthy food, there's so much unhealthy food in America, and even if you want to eat better, you can't because there's no room for that here because we just like eating fast food, you know? I mean, that's just been the norm, and we just, you know what I mean? Like, we want to make things convenient, and we haven't made things for being healthy and for being, like, slow, you know? There's just not a place for that yet. So that sucks. I was talking about something. Anyway, so guilt-free leisure, that's what I was talking about. We need to normalize that, I think. Because a wise man said it. This one teacher that I don't even have. But he's cool. Like, he's really chill. Like, my respect for him is gone. His aura definitely increased. Today, he wore a blue baseball cap with a red flannel over a blue shirt with a pattern on the front. And, like tan pants and, like, blue shoes. It's like, dog, I like your style. That's what I thought. No, I'm joking. I'm actually, like, somehow the way that he dressed just made it better. Like, it was like slightly not matching. And it was like, I like that. You know what? I like that. So, W. So, I don't know, like, old man dress. I love it. I think that's all I wanted to talk about. I just got these the other day. They're cool, right? All my friends have said that I look cute in them. At first, nobody was noticed. And that's because it was an A day. And A days are no good. That's right. My school has an AB day schedule. So in A days, the first period, I have this class I have 3 friends in there technically, but they're not good. They're not great friends. And the teacher is cool. I like him, but he doesn't jive with me that much. So it's just kind of like awkward. So it's kind of, that class is a little bit isolating. But you know what? I've gotten used to it, and I get all my, I have a good grade in that class because I just don't, no one talks to me, so I can, like, actually do my shit. That's a weird thing, too, because, like, you want to have friends in school, right? But, like, I kind of want to, like, get my shit done also. And so when people are talking to me, it's like, yeah, but, like, I'm trying to do something right now. And I've just gotten so used to being, like, I guess alone. Like, I've just gotten so used to being by myself, like, just being isolated in class, that when I have a bunch of, because now I have, like, a bunch of friends, and they all love me, and I